alaikum.
Walaikum
Walaikum
salam wa
assalam.
rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brother.
Have you sorted your mic out? Because I think it might be a settings on your mic when you go live.
Now,
Because
just
you can't hear us.
I can hear you now.
Oh, you can hear us now. Okay. Then.
Yeah,
No,
you can hear us now.
what happened was last time I think I closed off this panel, like this
No,
tab,
no,
by
no,
mistake.
you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't close it off. Your mic was on mute, and
No,
the
it
sound was
wasn't,
down.
bro. No, it wasn't. It wasn't on mute, bro. Because
Well,
I kept unmuting myself.
no, it was on mute, and we could hear. Well, basically, we were live.
No, I couldn't hear you, bro. It's a point.
Huh?
I couldn't hear you guys.
Oh,
That
okay.
was the
Yeah,
point.
and your
What I
mic,
did was,
and the mic was on mute, so your settings wasn't sorted on the thingy.
nah,
That's probably
brother,
what it was.
it's got nothing to do with my sentences. I'm trying to tell you. I closed down a tab by mistake and it kind of clicked off everything. So then what I had to do was I went to my YouTube channel where I
But,
could hear my shit.
but,
But
but
anyway,
listen,
I'm here.
listen. If you did that, then we wouldn't have been on air for that long. If you'd have closed it
No,
down.
it wasn't this tab I closed down. It was the other tab. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
It's alright. It doesn't matter, man. She figured it out, so that's all
Anyway.
good now. Now we just gotta get some subscribers on your channel, bro. And now we'll
I'm
be
not
good.
bothered about that shit. It don't bother.
Huh? No, I mean, once you get subscribers and people start watching you, then
Did you guys
Oh, yeah.
see what happened on Jedi?
Hopefully, I've got the thingies coming back today.
no, what happened with Jedi's?
I don't know.
TYO, what happened to Jedi's?
Sorry about that. I was just having a summit. Yeah, basically, Real, from Real and Maggie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came on and Jedi was grilling him about, about what he got when he got locked up for that dog incident. I don't know whether you know about it.
No, what happened?
About his dog biting a 7-year-old girl.
Oh, was that his dog?
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Do you not know that?
Yeah, I saw it in like a news clip. Someone shared.
He took his dogs onto a beach where you're not allowed to take them, and he let them loose. And there was a kid in the water, and the newspaper article says that there was a kid in the water, and the dog mauled the kid really bad.
Wow.
And,
I saw the pictures.
The newspaper article saying that he didn't even go near to stop it, and some woman grandma came and started whacking the dog with a stick. And this is going off the newspaper article, and they said that he just casually grabbed his dogs and got off and walked out, and there was CCTV footage.
Said he ran and then his
Of
mom
him just
shot him.
But his mum handed him in, didn't she? His mum.
Yeah, she shot him in.
6 months later.
Was it 6 months later?
6 months later.
Yeah, but she might have not known though. She wasn't there, innit? Probably. It was only him on his own, wasn't it?
Yeah. No. The question is, it doesn't matter when she found out.
She did.
He knew.
Yeah, but when she probably found out, she
found out because his sister found out because there was CCTV.
Then they recognised him, innit? Yeah, they probably would have sent it out, wouldn't they? Everywhere.
And he said that he didn't get on with his sister at that time or something like that, and his sister grassed him up to his mum, and his mum told him to hand him around the police. His mum's a Muslim man, by the way.
Oh wow, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, if you go on his channel, there's a.
Yeah, she came on, didn't she? And basically said that story.
Came on. Listen to that show. It's very, very good. Very good. Out of all his shows, that's been the best one. When his mum, Auntie Roxanne, she's called. She came on, and she's very, very. You could tell, she's practicing. She's been a Muslim for years now.
MashaAllah.
Very, very, very balanced lady. She's a very nice lady. Anyway, so
and TYO, brother, this is my point, innit? Yeah, when we need to invite people to Islam, yeah, because they've already got family in it already.
Yeah.
I want to start making banners for people.
So basically,
that's next banner, bro. You got right there, bro.
So basically,
yeah, Jaden, not now, yeah. Okay, you're live.
So basically, what happened is Jedi grilled him.
I know.
I don't think Jaden will start making it right now.
So basically, Jedi grilled him about the certain points in the story, and he was telling his side that basically my solicitor done me over. He was saying no, it happened like this, but video footage showed otherwise, and he was saying that they manipulated the cameras.
What?
He's saying I did move forward and try getting the dog off him, but the grandma lied, didn't tell him because the grandma got this. Yeah, 1 second. Apparently the grandma didn't acknowledge that he tried helping because she was getting branded as a hero and she didn't want to lose her, heroic status. And the grandma lied. And there were numerous things that kind of like didn't make sense. If you listen to the thing you're recording, they didn't really make sense. But the thing is, then he questions Jedi that, look, I've done my time. And, Jedi, what if someone brings things up from your past? How would you like it and stuff like that? Have you been done for things? And then Jedi mentioned what he's been done for GBH and, other things. And Jedi was pretty forward and open.
What is it? GBA? What's that?
GBH, like assault. It's an assault.
Mm.
But the only thing was, with Jedi,
grievous bodily harm or something. Grievous bodily harm.
Because basically, it's about the victim. So basically, if a person's out to fight you, or you get into a fight altercation, the other person knows that you're on some sort of beef thing or whatever. They're there with that in their mindset. But with this scenario, the child was innocent, just swimming.
Yeah, definitely, man. What kind of dogs were they? Were they pit bulls or Rottweilers?
Yeah, something like that. But then eventually, what happened is
they were Rottweilers.
Is that for 6
Rottweilers. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, because their jaws don't their jaws lock up when they're biting. Their jaws lock up. So it's very hard for them to unless they want to release their jaw.
No. Rottweilers, yeah, the guard dogs, isn't it?
Okay, so I think they're the pit bulls that have their jaws.
Yeah.
Their jaws locked up. My friend, he's a pit bull breeder, and what he does, yeah, but he has he sells his pit bulls for like $5,000 to $10,000 a pit bull, and he has a genealogy line, like those genealogy lines of the pit bulls, and I heard pit bulls are like a very expensive type of selling like a pet that they sell out there. He makes crazy ass money selling pit bulls. But he I think he used to have pit bull fights too in the backyard though, because when you go back there, you see them they're very aggressive. The pit bulls, and they keep them locked up and stuff like that. But it's crazy, man. But where everybody go? Everybody still here, or am I talking to myself?
I'm still here.
I'm like, damn, everybody's muted. Like shit.
My dad used to have a couple of pit bull terriers, American pit bull terriers back in the day.
Yeah.
One was called Gunner, one was called Ronnie, and one was called Domino. He was pardon my language, but my dad was an asshole. He used to breed them to dog fight shit, So that's why I say he's an asshole. Anyway,
yeah, that's what a lot of people do. Like, remember Michael Vick?
Yeah.
Did the same thing, man. Dog fights. But the thing is that what was I watching where it was like a pigeon fight? Oh,
what?
You know what? I was watching the Indian. Fighting. I was watching the old Indian movie, right? From the 50s or 60s, black and white.
Okay.
And in India, like in the old days, like these these Nawabs and everything, they used to have pigeons.
Okay.
I think they're pigeons, and what they'll do, they'll train these pigeons to fight with each other.
All right, okay.
And then you see them all sitting there, and you see the pigeon go one-on-one with each other.
Is that like cockfighting or something?
Yeah, it's like dog fighting, but it was pigeon fighting.
Yeah, that's something like cockfighting, like cockerel fighting.
No, just for pigeons don't fight me.
No, these were.
You're about nah, man. You're about thingy fighting. What is it?
They look like pigeons to me.
Quail. No, the quails.
Well, I mean, they were birds, bro.
Quails.
They were birds. I'll just say birds. I won't say pigeons.
Quails.
I'll say birds. These are like these small like birds with and they'll just fight each other. And I'm like, what the hell? It was an old school movie, bro. It's like the 50s movie, the black and white old school shit. But I like watching black and white films, like old school films, because that's where like the natural type of storyline is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know if you guys ever watched indie movies before.
I have.
But The black and white ones, you know, like Dilip
Nah,
Kumar. You know,
I
Dilip Kumar
find it
was
boring
Muslim.
shit. I find it
Yeah,
boring shit. Black and white.
you think he's boring?
Assalamu
Yeah.
alaikum.
Wa alaikum
Walaikum
assalam wa
salam.
rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brother. How you doing?
Well, that's
Yo, so I'm looking for a second wife, man. Anybody have any recommendations?
Yeah, sorry about that, man. My kids have messed my Wi-Fi up.
Good job, little brother. What do you guys recommend? Where can I locate these second wives at, bro?
Pardon?
Where can I find these second wives at? Second wives.
Are you having a new heart
A second.
transplant first?
So my wife, she was sitting there yesterday at the hospital. She was like, yo, man, I think it's time for you to get a second wife that we were discussing.
Yeah. Sorry, go on. I was gonna say, Jaden, put your mic mute on.
So guys, give me a suggestion. Where should I look?
Hello.
Yeah, where should I look for one, bro? Give me a suggestion. You hear me?
Yeah.
Ibrahim. Brother Ibrahim, you there, brother?
Yeah,
Brother
I'm
Jaden.
What'd you say?
Where should I look for the second wife at, bro?
Oh man, that's a good question. You know, there are a lot of women out there who's cool with it, but you know, you gotta do your thing.
I'm looking for a Latino, bro. I'm looking for a Latino, bro.
Latina.
Yeah, Latino.
Latino or Latina?
Yo, Jafar, mate, you ain't gonna last, man. You need a new heart transplant first. Trust me.
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
Inshallah,
I'm telling you.
my heart's kicking, bro. My heart's kicking pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey,
My heart's
that's
not
what I'm
kicking
worried.
pretty good.
That's what I'm worried about, isn't it? It's a bit too fast.
Huh? हाँ? चलना है bro.
नहीं उसको दूसरी शादी करना चाहिए.
तो बोले हम दूसरी शादी करने जा रहे हैं.
कौन बोला?
हम बोल रहे हैं.
तो बोलिए.
Hey, look, she said yes, right? Did you say yes? Look, she's smiling,
हाँ
bro.
गल ले आओ.
She's
Yeah,
smiling.
गल ले आओ. बाद में जूते पड़ेंगे बाद में. No problem.
Well, if I go and girl लेके आ जाओ. No, she's smiling. She's like, yo, man, go ahead, get me. She needs some time off.
They all say that, don't they?
They all say that, right?
Do you know, Jafar? Do you know the biggest pain for a woman? Do you know what it is?
What's that?
Sultan ka pain. That's what it is, bro. Sultan.
What is
Yeah.
Sultan,
You know what that means?
No.
Yeah,
Sultan
that's the biggest pain for a woman. Sultan. Ask your wife what it means, or your mum.
I should Sultan, yeah.
Second wife.
Oh, second wife.
Sokan.
Ah, bro.
Sultan.
दूसरी बीवी.
Sokan. Kake Sokan.
Man, I should yeah. She's like, yeah, man, do it. Go ahead. Enjoy it. I won't be here. I'm like,
Is this Muslim Matters? So which show is this?
this is Jaden Matters. We all matter. We all matter. We all
Yeah,
matter.
we all matter. We all matter.
We
Yo,
all matter.
Ibrahim, I've got a figure that hopefully that thingy to come on today.
You mean which thingy? Which one of the two?
You know, well, hopefully both of them or one of them.
All right,
the Shia.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum, Asif.
Assalamu alaikum salam.
Assalamualaikum.
Okay,
Assalamu
bro.
rahmatullah.
How is
How you
everyone?
doing, brother? Asif?
Alhamdulillah, bro.
Alhamdulillah.
Good.
Alhamdulillah.
You want to make Speaker's Corner great again with that picture? What you say?
Well, my picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like how Ralph
Ralph. Yeah, I know.
looks like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought
Yeah,
it
so
was
what
funny.
Order करो.
I'm going to say it. Ready? Look.
You know, Jafar, the easiest way you could do, you know, to put the word out, you could go next Jummah, you know, after Salah, you could speak with your Imam, you know, put the word
That's
out.
what I was thinking about doing, or just converting somebody that I like. Islam.
Hey, so what's this?
Yeah, man.
I saw on like a group chat about Hangouts is supposed to stop in the next
Half
2.
day holy jagah sopen.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
they're
they're
supposed to stop
saying.
hangouts. Huh?
Half
So
sopen is
how is
half
people gonna
half
go
do
live and
holy
stuff?
No, I think the app's
I'll be
still gonna be there. You can still, but you have to go via something else. I think Google or
Yeah,
something like
to
that.
go
No,
live.
you have to pay for it, bro.
I'm
You have
going
to
to
pay
answer
for
all
it,
this.
basically.
You just change the app. That's basically it. You
But
know.
can you go live via Skype?
Yeah, Discord.
Listen, guys, look, I mean, if you guys really are serious, I was thinking about creating my own Muslim type of Islamic YouTube with the hangouts and everything.
Yeah, go for it, bro.
Jafar, man. Listen, Jafar. You want to get a wife? You want to do this? Calm down, bro. Chill out, man. It's not the
No,
end of the
but
world. Relax.
no, bro,
Let's
I
get
can have
people
my
together.
developers. No,
Yeah,
but
I
I can
know,
have my
but
developers
relax, man.
create one, bro.
You're too tension, man. Relax, bro.
No, bro, the wives can wait, bro. That's all good. But I'm just saying that, look,
Yeah,
bro,
but
like
I'm on about your health. I'd
my
rather
house,
you
alhamdulillah,
be on it 24/7. You're gonna be on it
bro,
24/7.
bro, my house is good, alhamdulillah, bro. Look, bro, I'll show you where I'll be chilling. You know how I'll be chilling, bro. I think the stress was all because of the lack of sleep and stuff. But I've been sleeping now,
Yeah,
so it's
why
like
is it
Brother,
lack of
sleep.
sleep, bro?
You need
Why is
to
it lack
get
of sleep?
sleep, bro.
Why lack of sleep?
you gotta sleep, bro. You gotta
No,
have full night's
why did
sleep.
you have a lack of sleep though?
I was
Because he's been on
huh?
Hangouts all.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. It's Hangouts.
Yo, hey, I don't come on Hangouts that much anymore, so
You've
But
been on
uh,
no, we're
Hangouts
not.
looking
No,
for that
after your
second
house.
wife, huh?
Yeah,
no,
and he's
bro,
gonna.
I'm joking.
bro, I'm bored, bro. I'm just like so boring right now. It's
Go on holiday,
ridiculous, man.
Jafar. Go on holiday somewhere.
Yeah, holiday is always a decent one.
No,
Oh,
I'm
we
not allowed
got
to go anywhere right now.
Who's this commando?
Yeah, who's the commando?
I don't know.
Commando, slow.
Commando's all right. Commando's all right.
Hello, walaikum salam, my Buddhas. I'm calling from Angola.
Wa alaikum assalam wa
Commander,
rahmatullah.
these are all
Oh,
these are all brothers here. All
I
brothers.
am just busy whipping my children to look for some blood diamonds.
what the hell, bro? Who is that, bro?
Commander's all right with the brothers.
It is very humid in the forests of Angola. My rebel faction was under attack by government troopers, but I repelled that attack very
Yo, Afghan,
easily.
chill out, man. Calm down.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers. How are you?
Wa alaikum
Who's this?
assalam wa rahmatullah.
Walaikum assalam.
Ty, you told them the script, haven't you?
Yeah, Commander's one of the brothers, man. He's a brother, man.
Yeah, man.
I knew who it was straight away.
Man, you guys are so sensitive, man. You're trying to blow my cover.
Bro, I've never blew your cover. I always
You
just
do,
stayed
man.
quiet. I'll stay in your cover quiet, bro. Sometimes you're too
Yeah,
obvious. It's so obvious, but it's funny sometimes. Oh, right, I see.
yeah. Making me get all agona, yeah? I have to pose as a murtad.
Yo, did you see that video
One second.
you just posted up about the Mudcullies?
Forget that, man. I've got a bad headache over Ralph's bullshit. Are you listening to it on Real
Yeah. I
It's
was
giving me a headache, man. He basically wants to bring the Christian empire back, and him and his Christian brothers are going to enslave us into camps where we're going to have limited rights. And
Bro, I've read. You know what it is?
What video is going to be doing that?
I've read into this. I've read into this whole neo-reactionary, like
Yeah.
what Curtis Yarving proposed, because he's like the founder in it.
Yeah, but they're all atheists, man. That's what Dan was saying.
That's the thing. It is an antithesis people involved in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then what it is with them, basically, some of them want the Trump organization to become like the Emperor of America.
Yeah.
And then what it is, there's a left-wing version of it.
Yeah.
They want the CEO called Eric Schmidt to become the CEO of America.
See, but this Smith man makes you a bit suspicious. It's a bit Jewy, isn't it? That name,
it is.
Smith, isn't it?
Yeah, Eric Schmidt is obviously a Jew.
Yeah.
Curtis Yarvin, when you look at the picture of him, he looks Jewish
Oh,
himself.
he is. He is. I googled it the other day. He is.
Googled him, and you
Yeah.
know they got the thing is very interesting. So you know when this whole Speaker's Corner drama happened with Jedi, yeah, you have to
Yeah, yeah.
understand that Ralph went to Jedi's panel.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Yeah, so you know with Ralph Curtis Yarvin's theory is obviously blacks are low IQ individuals, and people with low IQ should be enslaved.
Yeah, that's what he believes. But the problem is they're fucking atheists. Sorry for
I know.
swearing, and he's a bloody Christian, isn't he? I've done my research on him.
Yeah, I know. You've done your research on him ages ago. We've talked about him before.
Samuel, man. But we got more stuff in it, and you're gonna see a big surprise very soon. That's all I'm gonna say.
Trust me, I've seen.
Yeah, his name's Samuel, by the way. He's called Samuel.
Ralph Samuel.
Yeah. His little wife, Elaine Paris, in New York.
Yeah. And he lived in San Francisco and a few other places in America.
Alto, yeah.
No, he was part of Goldman Sachs.
He's a bloody liar, man. I got in touch with UKIP, right? Because I know a guy who knows Raheem Kassem. And they've never heard of him.
Now, the thing with Ralph, yeah, when he says we, he means people, anyone on the right wing. But when you mention a specific person, then you are more right wing than them. That's what
I don't know, man. But he's getting away with a lot of crap, man. Insulting Islam and flipping.
Yeah.
Triggering people. I got stuck. I went through like hours of his shit anyway, where he says about Waleed.
Yeah.
He goes, I purposely trigger these people.
Guys, just put your mics on the mute.
Sorry,
listen to what the brother has to say. Just listen to what he has to say.
Yeah. Basically, I caught him right one day. I went on Real's channel right early in the morning after the event where he was swearing at Aisha and that with Waleed.
Yes,
remember?
Yeah.
Right. So the next morning, right? No one's even mentioned this, but I passed it on to the correct sources. What I heard, he basically said that my job is to purposely trigger Muslims in the park so they physically attack me. I entrap them, and then I alter the footage and send it to my friends on the far right who use the images for propaganda purposes, so Muslims get attacked.
Exactly. That's what
you
I
said
was saying right from the beginning. I was saying the same shit about Waleed's reaction is so fucked up.
Brothers, let him finish what he's saying. Trust me, there's a lot more than this.
No, I know. I've tried to Afghan before about this, but I know what he's talking about here.
No, but it's deeper, man. I've done my little research, man. I've got hold of every single bit on him. His wife, where he gets his money, who owns what, Adidas contracts, this contract, that contract. The guy is suffering from he's a glory hunter, basically. My professional opinion is he wants to be the martyr of the far right. No one in the far right knows him. He wants to be that Indian boy with the brown privilege that gets his mouth kicked in live on TV, and all of them come rushing to him so he can sell his ideas. He's chimps. He always talks about my monkeys, my hierarchy. He's just a person that wants to trap people, so he can attract the right people to him. He's a bloody loaded software engineer, man. I know he dresses like a scruff bag, but he's a really, really vicious manipulator. But I think you should keep an eye on what he says very, very carefully.
Yeah, but I think at the same time, he shouldn't be taken too seriously because of the fact he's a nobody. But he's been giving a big...
No. He is getting away with a lot of shit, buddy.
Yeah, because he's been given a platform to talk his shit.
Yeah. But you should never ever underestimate anyone, man, especially with his level of wealth.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I do understand where you're coming from about it.
Yeah.
I do know what. Yeah.
He's that token Abdul. That remember in the EDL you had that Abdul, the Celtic fan. I think he wants to be that Abdul that the far right can use, because haven't you noticed anything about him that he just came out of nowhere? No one knows him, and he says things and gets away with it, man.
Can I tell you something very, very interesting? So one time I went to Speaker's Corner. I've only been in Speaker's Corner a handful of times. And I
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
Ralph there, and this is before he was started coming on videos and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
About not chatting too much, listening and stuff. And there's like this one old Jewish guy. He's always on a ladder talking about Israel and Palestine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ralph came over. I was chatting to the Jewish guy. Ralph came over, and he's like, "Oh, about Israel, I don't like to get involved about this," and he just walked away. So it's too complicated. And this was back in like November or October time. He done this. Now all of a sudden he done a complete U-turn on that.
That's the
Now,
thing, isn't it, man? He's a manipulator.
now he's all pro-Israel since he started coming on live streams and stuff.
No, I don't want to share too much, man. But we've got him. We've got him, man. I've got him. I've got everything on him. So whenever I come on, don't you notice he goes quiet and then bloody he always blocks me when I mention Eileen Paris, his ex-wife in New York.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking.
Yeah, I know everything on him.
I checked her out during Ramadan, innit? I found a few things out about him. Because it's pretty easy, and it just like takes hours. Well, you probably went in a bit more deeper, but in an hour, I found out quite a few bits. But yeah, he's a character.
That's the thing. If we do, the only way to really neutralize him is if someone arranges a troll army to just constantly come on panels where he's on and just ask him personal questions about Simone and Eileen. That's how you're going to irritate him, you know. Because
I've noticed, there's 3 people. There's yourself, there's Sia, and there's Dan that he always mutes himself on.
But that's the thing with me. He's never spoken to me like he speaks to Dan or Sia. He stays quiet when I come on and runs. But then Real kicks me out straight away because there's been some leak that Real's being paid by him for all this airtime.
Yeah, what happened? Ralph mentioned it on a live stream.
Yeah.
I can't that fucking stream. I've tried finding it.
Yeah.
If Real took it out, but on Real, Ralph said, "Oh, I could pay you," or something along them lines.
Yeah. He's paying them. He's paying Jedi as well. There's a suspicion, of course, man. Because Jedi, look, you got to understand one thing. These gang people, remember when Tan said the N-word? What did they do to Tan? They kicked him out of the park. Now Jedi knows that Ralph's called Dan a jungle bunny and the N-word and this word.
Yeah.
Why haven't they rushed Ralph out? Why have they allowed him on the panel when they're stoking anti-Muslim hatred?
Can I tell you what I've seen as well? Yeah, he's a mod on Raspec's channel.
Yeah. See what I mean?
I've pointed this one out as well. You know what I mean? And it's like, what the fuck's going on here?
It's money, man. He's paying him through PayPal below the thingy. Don't you notice they don't have that super chat donation thing on Jedi's? He always puts a link privately, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, so no one knows who's donating.
Yeah, man, exactly. This isn't live, is it?
Yeah.
On whose channel?
Jaden.
Your boy Jaden's channel.
Who the hell's Jaden?
He's one of the brothers. He's one of the brothers.
Who is it?
But listen, we can think it.
No, it's all right, man. It's not nothing's that.
Yeah, but it's not like
It's not some secret MI5 briefing, is it? But Raj, man, he's so easy, man. Honestly, you know, literally, I woke up like at 5 a.m. and I wrote a comment, and he's bloody there straight away. He saw it. So he's trying to suss who's making these memoirs about him, man. Oh God, man, he's another character. Did you see him at the Tommy rally, Asif?
Yeah, I saw a bit of it. He's come on different other channels where he's been interviewed on, and what he's done is very interesting. He's done a whole backflip saying, "Oh, I don't call it Muslim grooming gangs and stuff," but on someone else's channel that come on my recommendation, he was just on it, Muslim grooming gangs. You
know that land money Cinder. He goes, "Did you hear him? We've been persecuted since the 70s by these Pakistanis."
Yes.
Well, does he actually know the recent ringleader was a bloody Sikh who was running the show with it?
Well, didn't Surfers, you tried to bring that one up, innit? One time to them.
Yeah.
I remember Surfers tried to do it. Tried to bring
Listen, I posted, they Google Raj Sikh pedos on YouTube. There's a guy who's dedicated, You know these white pedo hunters, these guys who lure pedos, they act like kids on these chat rooms, and then they bring a cabra and call
Yeah.
the police. What this guy's done, he's collected all the Sikh bloody pedos and put them on the YouTube page. So you got all these Sikh guys that are thinking they can groom little white girls. So just send that to him, innit? They're like blatant Sikhs, and you know
You know
what
what it
I
is, when
mean?
you talk about grooming, you should talk about it across board. You shouldn't just
Of
target
course,
one
man.
community. You know what I mean,
It's,
innit?
you
But then
can't
when
say,
certain people target communities, you have to show them. So that guy showed them that, look, even within your own community, there are people like that.
yeah, but they basically they're targeting just the Pakistani one because they have that Indian nationalistic kind of hatred towards Pakistanis, innit?
Yeah, that
Partition days and
and
because
you know, back in the
No,
days,
but the thing is, yeah, they
there've
actually
been a lot of Sikh girls that have literally like fallen in love and got off from home with the
yeah,
Pakistani guys. And what's
yeah,
happened is, you know, later on, the
yeah,
marriages have failed. I know two that came
yeah,
up from
yeah, yeah,
Birmingham
yeah,
here, you know, where I live in Manchester, and they had a
yeah, yeah,
couple of kids, and the marriages have failed. And the thing
yeah,
is that the communities won't accept them back. The only
mm,
way they'll accept them is if they say things like, "I
mm.
was groomed, and I was, you know, I was young,
Yeah, because
vulnerable, young."
then it's a talk of ghairat, innit, and
Yeah,
honor.
do you know what I mean? Innit?
it happened to my mate. He's a Bengali and he married a Sikh girl and she converted to Islam and everything.
Mm.
And obviously her family literally abandoned her.
Yeah, that's what happens.
But see what I mean. But would you? They always talking about how we're so open, we're peace loving, but that they're isolated themselves. They have honor issues, honor beatings. You just need to Google it. You know, Sikh honor beating. There was a Sikh guy who nearly put his daughter in intensive care because she was dating a British soldier, a white British soldier. You don't hear about that, do you?
Yeah, it's like it's selective, isn't it? Selective
Well,
exposure of certain
it's
things.
all cherry picking, man. The biggest grooming of women are Eastern European, Polish, Romanians who traffic young girls, and 90%, according to the BBC, of brothels are all underage girls that were trafficked and groomed in their native countries with fake modeling contracts.
Yeah,
They bring them to this country and they make them become
A
prostitutes, man.
lot of it's done by Romanian gangs and Albanians.
yeah. You
But
know,
they,
right now, there's a big problem amongst the Romanian population where there are certain elements that are basically renting houses and they're turning them into brothels.
but
And in
that's it. You
yeah,
know,
in
funny thing.
Manchester, there's
Yeah, yeah,
so
go.
many that have been busted and people have found out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The police have actually busted them. And you know, this whole thing about trafficking, have you heard it lately in the news about trafficking? But the only problem is they don't say that it's the Romanian community that's doing it.
Yeah,
They actually, have you heard about these cases where they've
Listen.
heard
You think a Gandu like bloody Raj is gonna openly say, "Oh, it's the Polish"? He'll get banged out by them, and the Albanians will twist his turban and whip his ass with it.
because
Man.
there's all these documentaries out there about the Albanians, like how they tell women in like other Eastern European countries that there's jobs and shit here for them. But they've even
Yeah.
bought girls that are virgins, where they had to break the virginity in a brothel.
No, I know that, but that's the thing, innit? They don't talk about the. Do you know in Morocco there are grooming gangs of European descent that target Moroccan boys? You know,
Yeah, I heard about
Muslim
that.
boys. Yeah, no one talks about that, do they?
Yeah,
It's
really bad. It's really bad how selective it is. That's the disappointing thing.
What it is, though, that in this day and age, basically, if it's got Muslim and a controversy involved in it, it's got a bigger
reach and sale.
Exactly, and the
right down to marketing. Some of these big brands, man, they market things, you know, covertly. They market them through racist elements, and basically what they do is they'll do something that's controversial. And the biggest thing in marketing right now, the biggest method of selling is controversy. So what they say is controversy sells. If you attach a brand to controversy, it might do slight damage. It might set them back 1 foot, 1 step, but they'll go forward 10 steps.
I know, man.
Yeah.
But it's best, man. Sia really taught him a lesson today. I love that, man.
Even Ralph didn't speak at all. I was shocked.
Because he's scared, man. That's why.
Yeah, this is the thing with Ralph.
Apparently, his people already know who Sia is and blah blah blah. Blah, blah, blah.
He bullshits.
Blah blah blah. Yeah, bro.
I don't.
Sia. What's that, bro?
I don't.
Bro,
really
you know
take
your camera's on, innit?
But he blew my ear socket out, man.
I know. But yeah, I don't take Ralph too serious at times when he talks about all these type of things like doxing and shit. Because
He ain't gonna. He hasn't got to dox his ass, man. He don't have. He goes. He spent 15 grand on Sia. This
he needs to
bullshit.
get a receipt then, if that's the case, innit, and get a refund.
See, brothers on the panel now. See, the commander. He can talk.
Yeah.
He can hold his own, and he can talk sense as well. That's why, you know, a lot of people, they don't give him the airtime to come on the panels. So that's why we're giving him to be able to talk as well and say what he feels and what he sees as, you know, what's going on around him. Because what you got to remember is a lot of people have tried trolling him. People have trolled him. Do you understand where I'm coming from? They've trolled him, and you know he does whatever to do to get back at people. But the reality is,
man.
if you're all for freedom of speech, you should be allowing every viewpoint on your channel. Do you understand where I'm coming from? You can't proclaim to be, oh, I'm a champion of freedom of speech on the actual live channel.
But that's what Real does, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, clocking up the views, but then on the messages, freedom of expression isn't allowed. So you're blocking people, you know, deleting their comments, this, that. It doesn't work like that. You can't.
You know him. He is a proper Begharat, man. You know his mom is a Muslim.
Yeah, she's a really nice lady as well, man.
Yeah, and he's there allowing a guy who would put her deport her into a camp.
Yeah.
And he's not bothered.
The guy who said New Zealand was a target practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Besharam, man. Your own mom, man. Imagine that.
Bad, innit?
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck, man. You know what it is? I think after this, with this YouTube stuff, if you like run your own content, your content provider, after you get certain amount of subscribers and all that shit, all you care is about your views and all the other shit.
Yes, no, that's what happened. I spoke to him about, with me and Dan were on there, and Jupiter and Wendy and Betty, they're just systematically talking over us. You could tell it was premeditated, pre-planned, that, you know what, when this guy talks, we're just gonna blah blah blah. So he wasn't on the panel. He was like that. So Dan was moderating, and Dan kicked her off, and then he come on straight away, kicked Dan off, and then said, "Don't you know this is my channel?" And I messaged him. You know, I said, "Look, try and moderate." And all he said was, "Well, I've got this much traffic, and I've got this many views, and I've got this." And I thought to myself, "Hang on, you can't be a champion of freedom of speech, but then you're not talking about that. You're directing at the
TYO Asif, yeah, sorry to interrupt, but this is the Begharata Dalla, who this morning said on Jedi's channel that I shouldn't have went to prison. I don't have any remorse that my dog bit. What was that?
Is that Sister Sia?
No, Jaffa's thing. But Muslim entrepreneur. But what he's done also, the funny thing, you know, the day when that article and everything got posted on the back chats, right?
Yeah.
Instead of addressing that, he little bit addressed it, but what he went and done was address his whole life story.
Yeah.
Like which over when I leaked it.
Yeah, that day. When he said talk about it. What he done, he talked a tiny little bit about it, but he went and talked about everything else instead to deflect that shit and to get pity from everyone else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, innit?
You know what? Listen, bro. The guy said today on Jedi's panel, everyone roasted him that he has no remorse. He said that I shouldn't have went to prison. I could have just paid the family off. You know, like you have in Pakistan and all these countries. What do you call it? Blood money or something, huh?
Yeah.
I was thinking, Besharam, the kid's probably scarred to this day, innit? 60, 70 stitches. You probably find it difficult finding a partner and that.
Yeah, I was begging Jedi to let me on because I just wanted to ask him one thing.
Yeah.
In them 6 months, Real, how many spliffs did you smoke? How many drinks did you have? How many parties did you go to? How many laughs and jokes did you have? You know, how many times did you go clubbing? Did you go on holiday in them 6 months whilst that kid was in hospital suffering? How many times were you enjoying yourself with that on your conscience? That's all I wanted to know of him.
You know what?
You have to have a conscience.
You know, TYO, every excuse he made, Jedi was like, TK, it's fine, bro. But at the end, he said that. No. But at the end, he said, "I'm still not buying the 6 months it took you and your mum grassing you up."
Yeah.
She grassed him up because the guy, someone recognized him on YouTube through the CCTV.
Ah, right.
Otherwise, yeah, that's why. Otherwise, he would have never been caught. That's the
So he's
problem.
saying that his sister grassed him up. And the way he said about his sister, that I don't know, man.
No.
I wasn't
If
getting on with her. He told
if
her that when I was inside, she
it
died.
says on the official article that a member of the public recognized him on the YouTube video. That is him. They would have said a family member, but then later on, the Daily Mail brought an article saying the mum grassed him up or something. So that member of the public must have gone to the family and said, "Oh, look, your son's there," and they must have panicked last minute. So why didn't he give himself in?
Yeah. If you know your dog's just bit someone, a child, you know someone's gonna be made of it.
Ask yourself this question: the CCTV saw him coming out of the beach, with his two dogs.
Yeah.
So that dog probably had a mouthful of blood and shit. Why didn't he call the police there?
No, he said that I actually tried getting the dog off the kid, but that woman, that old woman, that granny, was being hailed as a hero, and she didn't want to lose her super grand status, and she lied and said no, he didn't.
Victim blaming, man.
Yeah.
So
I think it's the fact that he, don't get me wrong, he served his time or whatever, but the questioning can be put about the 6 months that.
Well, he gate crashed, didn't he? He was having parties with gigs and.
It's his morality. That's what you have to think about. He didn't bother calling an ambulance or fuck all for that kid.
Nothing.
Just left the kid there. He could have died or anything could have happened to that kid.
And he was crying on this video, Bridget, she was good, Bridget.
He's more worried, just like a lot of these fucking white dudes here, about the actual dog.
Yeah, about the dog, that's it.
Than their own kid or anything like that. The dog's more important than anything else.
Exactly. And one point he made is, my dog hates swans. It had a, aggression towards swans. So my dog probably assumed the kid was swimming. It must have been a swan.
What?
So that's what he said. He said that. So what I wanted to question is, if I was a judge or something like that, so you were aware that your dog had the tendencies of aggression, potential aggression
towards an animal.
Other animals.
Water.
Yeah, man.
Animal that's in water, and then you went to the beach and you still.
Well, that's Jedi never caught him on that. I heard it all, man. He said.
But you know what? I got to rate Jedi though. You know what? His interrogation was on point. I got to
because he's scared of him, man. If that was me or you, you'd have just told us to suck our mums, innit?
Yeah. Exactly. What it is as well, you have to understand when it comes to content provider, they will always talk a little more differently.
Yeah.
Because one of them is taking each other's views. This is a very small market, what we're dealing with, of about 600 people or something like that in it. You know what I mean? There's not many people involved.
Yeah, exactly, man. I caught him out, man. I sussed him ages ago that he's a wrong un, man. Because I've got a child, man. I swear to God, man. If you got a kid, you'll know how it feels, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If an other person's dog, right, bit my son and the owner's helping, trying to get his dog off him, or calls the police, I would forgive him for that, nah?
Yeah.
But if he ran off and hid for 6 months, how as a parent would you forgive him?
You couldn't.
1 second though, Rio always said the news, the articles and all that shit was fake, right?
Why didn't you sue him for slander?
Yeah, but what was his story? What was Rio's story?
Oh man, it's a fucking action movie, man. He said, I was there, and I jumped into the river and saved him, but I got PT, some post-traumatic stress disorder, shaking is all bullshit, man.
And then he casually just on the camera, you can see him casually walking out of the beach.
Walk off with the dog, with the blood. The dog had all that blood, human blood. Because this is the thing. Why do they shoot animals in these reserve parks, in Africa, when they taste human flesh?
Yeah,
because they want more. They want more than it. They enjoy it. You understand? So he knew that his dog has tasted that kid's blood. And it's an animal, man. It's a beast. It's gonna want more. So
Yeah.
that dog is already in the red bloody zone, isn't it? Of
Yeah.
dangerous.
One thing
And-
though, Commander. Look.
Mm.
What was I gonna say? Now it's bloody gone out of my head.
Go, what is this, my Buddha? Keep it.
No,
I'm good.
yeah, but with the dog eventually got put down, didn't it?
Yeah, after they bloody caught him, innit?
After they caught him, the dog got put down.
Yeah, it must have, innit? Because he ran off with them both. It was two Rottweilers.
Yeah. There was a lady. No, this is where I think Jedi might have missed this bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one question Jedi missed. Yeah. There was a lady that came on and said, "Well, you know what? I'm around there, blah blah blah, and that hospital that the kid went to is known for contagious diseases. And does anyone know that kid, all that that he had more operations because he caught something in the hospital?"
Oh, look at that.
Where was her delil for that? Where was the evidence?
Which is that? Is that Chantal?
Was it Chantal or someone?
Was it a black? Was it the black type of image of a woman?
I don't
like
know.
Cartoon.
I think it might have been, and she's like, I know about this, but that's your opinion.
Yeah.
Your opinion.
But she's a fangirl, isn't it? She's going to obviously defend him.
Yeah,
she
but
spends
there
all
was no
day
proof
on it.
for that. There was no proof whatsoever. And I've been there, and it says something about the sign or something that you can have it and you can't have it. And then on one of the back chats, someone put a picture up where it says, "No, the dogs are bad. You're not allowed to take your dog on the beach. Full stop."
Yeah. No, he did admit there was a small sign.
Yeah.
To keep the dog on the leash, and he knew there was a season where there'll be loads of tourists, but he ignored that. The guy's a scumbag, simple as, man. When I read that stuff, I thought, what a scumbag. Why is he, you should just hide, man, innit? Live your life normally. Don't come on media knowing you got, and you know what he said, Asif? He goes, I got a lesser sentence because there was new footage of me in the rescuing the boy. Now, where did this footage come from? Yeah.
Jokes.
Yeah, he said there's new footage, but when I came out of prison, I couldn't be asked getting a copy. The solicitor did offer me one. I thought I would get a copy, so in the future, if anyone asks me, I can just show it.
Commander,
where did
check the back chat, Commander.
What is it?
Check the back chat.
Okay. Yes, my special Jupiter, my white chocolate magnum. You know what's funny? I went on the panel, right? And I think Real was asleep, innit?
Yeah.
And I said, "Hello, Jupiter, my sweet white magnum chocolate."
Oh, bloody hell, man. Right, guys, I'm gonna chip. I'll speak to you in a bit.
Come on, man. Stay 5 minutes, man.
Huh?
Once you start a conversation, man, finish
come on,
it,
Go on,
TYO.
Amia. Go on, Amia.
Go 5 minutes, then I'm off as well, man.
Go on, Amia.
Right, No, what I was saying is that, he says, that he's got this special CD where this miraculous footage. I'm thinking it's like, the Americans, they have a satellite drone, don't they? Did they specially, from Yangali or Washington, did they specially zoom in on that day and caught him jumping in the water? The guy's a class A liar, man. He's good he got exposed, man.
Yeah.
And that bloody 7-year-old boy, man. That's a baby, man. Flipping tossed up in that water, man. I think today's day he's probably got the flashbacks.
Oh yeah, for real, man. He's got all the scars, everything. To this
You know what he says, Asif? He goes, I did, to be honest, man, I shouldn't have went to prison. I offered them 10 grand. They should have just took that.
What?
Oh,
You know what it is there? The guy don't give two flying fucks about anything. You know what I mean? He's probably one of them self-centered type of motherfuckers. That's
Well, he actually said I offered him 10 grand.
I would have offered them 10 grand. Yeah. But they got more money through victim support. So he's tried to downplay it that.
So he's trying to downplay that they basically did it for
compensation. He probably got more money from victim support. They rejected my offer.
And but that shit doesn't matter though. The money
the offer doesn't matter because the charges will never get dropped. Never.
the dog
The
attacked the
CPS would still
child and
pursue
made
it.
it run away.
Exactly, man.
That's all that
Exactly.
matters. Do you know what I mean? The
Yeah,
rest,
yeah.
fucking, it does not matter how much got paid out or anything.
Exactly, man.
And there was something about solicitor or something like that. His barrister, his QC done him over or something
You
like
got to
that.
understand one thing, TYO, is that he's a chronic cannabis smoker as well. Do you know that? And
Yeah.
the biggest symptom of chronic cannabis use is paranoia. Everyone's against you.
Yeah.
So he kept saying, didn't he, that solicitors were against me, the police were plotting against me.
Yeah.
You know, they
you're right.
after
You're
me.
right.
So isn't that his weed talking and not him?
Yeah.
More likely, yeah.
Yeah.
That
You
and
get that. You
anxiety.
get that. You know what it is? People who smoke a lot of weed, they tend to be like that. They
Man,
might
I
trip up
remember my
themselves.
college days, man.
They'll
I
trip
remember.
up in a room on their own, but they'll look for someone to blame.
Yeah,
Bruv,
man.
Afghan, I went to university, bruv, and I seen this shit, bruv, how much weed people smoke.
Yeah, man. I've seen it, man.
It's fucking crazy shit.
Oh, but this guy is a full on. He says it live on his stream. I'm just going out to see my dealer to buy some bag of weed. So seriously, he said it on the live stream. He's a bad person, man. You know, it's a good thing we exposed him, man. Rowan Daedric. I hope he's listening.
Nah, he probably doesn't know about this stream yet.
He should do the shahada like his mum and ask for forgiveness, you know. You know what I mean? Not go around saying, "Oh, I offered them money. I shouldn't have went prison."
Yeah, for real.
Scumbag, man.
Yeah,
And you know what? He degrades his own girlfriend, man. Oh, do you like boobs or ass, Maggie? He shows pictures of her breasts, you know, as video DP things, you know, to get what do you call that when clickbait?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what
man.
you doing? Fuck
Yeah,
it.
man.
So
Yeah, if you go on his list, you'll see a picture of her breasts.
what on his YouTube thing, yeah?
Yeah, old videos, isn't it? Yeah, man. Begharat. That's why, alhamdulillah, we're Muslim, man. I've not seen a Muslim guy. Begharat means like someone's that got no honor in it.
Okay.
Forget it. Isn't that like it's Punjabi, isn't it? Like Urdu is like
yeah, but everyone uses it in Pakistan.
Same
regardless.
thing. Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah. We use in Pashto we use Dala, Dawusa. Dawusa is
the
a
same
good.
thing. Yeah, the last.
Oh, but Dawusa.
No, I've never heard that. Never heard that.
Kwani is a good one. Kwani. Kwani. It means the guy who like bends over. Weak guy who bends over. Yeah. You know when the situation gets difficult, the guy just bends over and says, "Just give it me, man. I want it over."
Get it over and done with. Stop playing about, man. Stop.
I owe you money, but I can't pay it here. Just take my manhood, man.
Right, Commander, Ijazat.
Yeah, I'm off as well, man. I need to cook.
I'll speak soon, bro.
Whose channel is it?
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yo.
Jaden. This brother.
Sorry about that, guys.
यहाँ से वो पहले आपको वो तो नहीं होगा?
I'm
thank you, Jaden, for letting me come on. Yeah,
you're welcome.
Yeah, respect.
I'll just send me links whenever you got shows.
Yeah.
Hopefully, inshallah, I'll be live again.
Okay, brother. Salam, man.
All right, salam.
Yeah, guys.
No, I said you stay here. Where you going?
Oh my goodness, man.
Welcome, salam, man. Just a response. I'm gonna go. Wait, I'm gonna go in a bit anyway to get some dinner ready.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can. We're gonna leave you.
Yo, my bad, man. I'm like, bro, I'm stopping at all these different restaurants over there. I don't know why.
What you gonna do then?
Huh?
What you saying?
No, I was just gonna say, Jaden, when you stop on my channel, bro?
I'll stop by in about a few.
Yeah, man.
But you should be concentrating driving.
No, I'm not driving, bro. My wife is.
Okay.
I'm just I'm being chauffeured right now.
Alright, cool.
Hey, let me get a large Sprite. Yeah, there's large Sprite. Yeah, all right, man. You guys closing up?
I'm gonna close up. because other people are going
All
live
right.
now. I'll probably do another
Cool.
live show later. That was fun. Former
Cool,
Bucks.
for sure, man.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, definitely, man. All right, bro.
Catch you later. Asif, thank you so much, bro, for joining me. And I want to thank everyone else for coming into my panel. And I want to thank everyone in chat. Appreciate it. Take care, stay safe, and peace, y'all.